Hey YouTube, Rich Sifu 7 here again with another flashlight review. This one is going to be another headlamp review. This one is the listed as the 068C Cree XML T6. It's a 3-mode headlamp, and I got this from Deal Extreme for $19 in January of this year, 2013. Again, I liked the reason I bought this one. I'd had the 900 lumen SSC. I think it was the SSC 7, which I did have a review on the channel about it. Headlamp / bike headlight. You could use it as a headlamp or a bike headlight. That one, and that one had the 18650 battery pack with the wire that connected. I love that light. It had an orange pure reflector, and it's very, very bright. The only thing was the battery pack got to be kind of a pain. You always had to stick it in your pocket or something. And they recently came out with these about 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 months ago now. Well, actually, no, I guess it was like November of 2012. And they're just as bright, but what I like is it has a self-contained pack on the back here. So this will take either 1 or 2 18650s. And so I really wanted to have that. They're hooked up in series, so you'll get really good runtime. 3 to 4 hours it's listed as on high. I don't know what the low is. It's a 3-mode light. It's high, medium, high, low, and strobe. But this thing is unbelievably bright. Unbelievably bright. If you've seen my review on this light, the Kigos XML T6, this is supposed to be 1300 lumens, but it's really not. It's very, very bright though. This light's probably putting out a good 600 to 700 lumens, and this headlamp is definitely basically the exact same brightness. I think it might even be a little brighter though. The reflector is really well designed. It gives you a perfect spot beam. So again, this is just as bright as the 1300 lumen Kigos. If you've seen my review on the triple XML, the this light here, the Trustfire triple XML, and I made a little strap with it with some string. If you've seen my review, you've also seen the Kigos as well. It was in that video, and so this headlamp is as bright as the Kigos. So you can check out either of those videos to see more about it. But this thing is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. You have to see it has a larger type of strap here. This is very comfortable, a little flexible, and but it's pretty comfortable. The strap goes around here, as you can see, and usual kind of strap with these, adjustable on the side, adjustable on top, so it keeps it from falling off your head. Makes it more secure, stretchable, expandable cord, and comes just like you see it here. So the batteries, what I like about this is this lights up, and we'll show you that in just a second. You can also have this set up so that if you have a charger, you can just plug it right in there, and you don't have to keep taking the batteries out all the time. This is just a rubber back here. It makes it basically rainproof. Obviously not underwater proof, and it's attached with a little key ring there so you don't lose it. I have some of the good high capacity Panasonics in here. These are like $9 to $10 each, and you do get more power out of them, more brightness, and more runtime. So I haven't had a chance to really do any real testing on this, as I just got it in February, and it's only now getting warm right now. I'm making this. It's was it May? So, but I haven't gone out to go for my bike rides in the pathways yet, where it's pitch black, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. So nothing much else to say about it. It's 3 modes. It does swivel. It's actually designed to swivel left and right. It swivels more to the left than the right. So I don't know if they made that on purpose. It was just kind of a feature of the mount. They decided to market it as such. But anyway, it's you can turn it without this. If there's some situation where you can't turn your head, I guess you could turn the light. And again, it rotates downward, so it has the little graduations in there, which tend to wear out over time. But I just grabbed a, what is this one? I think it took an Allen key. Yeah, I just grabbed an Allen key and tightened it up a little bit. So makes it, even if that thing does wear out, at least you can tighten the Allen key and you can keep the light from moving down on you. Alright, so like I said, nothing much else to really say. It's got the soft button in the back here. Little tough to reach with this particular mount, which is my only real complaint about this light. But it's so bright, I really don't care. And let's just show you in here. Let me turn off. Let's turn off the room light. I'll just leave on my headlamp so I can see what I'm doing. And it comes on high, low, and then strobe. So high is just amazing. You can see in the TV there, it looks basically really looks to be even brighter than the key ghost. And again, look at the light. I mean, it looks like daytime in here. You know, the spill and everything is just phenomenal. This light, I hit some of the targets across the street and it lit up the entire tree, virtually like daytime. Just, you can't even look on the side on this light. It is so bright. And even on low, it's still bright enough to the point where the side light will blind you instantly. You can't look at it for more than just an instant. Amazingly bright. And here is the, turn off my headlamp a second. So as you can see, the tail light lights up, the back light, that's on low. You know, it follows the main beam. So if whatever it's doing, if it's on high, and you'll see when I put it on low, it goes down accordingly and strobes accordingly. So that's a really nice feature. I like that because when I'm biking, this way I have at least the cars can see. You know, you have a little tail light built in. You don't have to worry about turning around and hitting my main tail light on the bike. And that's it. But again, the main thing with this is just the incredible power of it, and I love the fact that it has a nice 218-650 battery carrier. You usually couldn't get these lights in this intensity just until about 6 months ago, with that had the battery packs like that. Usually they were the slightly lesser versions of these lights, such as, where did it go? Here it is. This one, which I've done a review on. You have this light is very nice. I don't remember the model number, but it's in the description of this video. The white headlamp, one with the white and gray headlamp. This one's also nice and bright, about 200 lumens. You know, not nothing compared to the 068C, but pretty good. And I'll of course show you the outdoor beam shots in a minute. But let me just see if I can hold the camera here and do a quick comparison to the key ghost. There's the key ghost on full power, and here is the 068C headlamp at full power. And I think you can see, let's see, look at the TV, which really blocks out a lot of the light. There is the key ghost on the left and the headlamp on the right. Let's see, can I get the two of them separated so you can really see it? I don't know if it's showing up right now. I can't see the back of the screen on the camera, but the fact that the smooth reflector on the headlamp, which is on the right here, is really focusing that light well with incredible spill. A little bit different color rendering. You can see the key ghost on the left's a little bit cooler white, a little bit more. But in terms of the overall power output, it is actually shining a further beam, a more intense, more focused beam even than the key ghost. So I was really amazed at that, and that's really what I wanted in terms of a headlamp. I wanted to have that kind of power, but in a headlamp, not just in the flashlight itself. And this one definitely fits the bill. I said really nice. So that's pretty much it. It's a simple device, just 3 modes, nothing else you can say about it. But if you need a headlamp you could use this thing for search and rescue. Good Lord, it could freaking serve as an aircraft light, takeoff light. It is actually listed as a search light even on Deal Extreme. And you can see it's a perfectly smooth glass. I cannot even see. To my eye, it looks like there's no glass lens in there whatsoever. It looks like the glass lens has been removed, but it is definitely there. So I polished it up a little bit, but the reflector is beautifully smooth aluminum reflector. So it's got the good heat sinking and nice mounting. It's very comfortable, as I said. Straps adjust nicely, so you can make it just loose and pop it right on your head, and it will hold securely. So maybe if I get a chance, I'll check this out in the actually put some driving video of myself actually riding it on the bike, you can see. But that's pretty much that. So let's go see what it does out in the nice darkness of the backyard.
Okay, so let's check out the headlamp out here in the dark. I'm going to put it on my head to in a minute to make it easier once I do the key ghost comparison, which we'll do out here as well. So let me just get myself organized here, and this is going to come on high. Okay, and you can see just like almost like that 3800 lumen triple, the triple XML. Look at all the spill light, and that's on low, and it's hitting the shed and the fence about 18 feet from me. Top of that tree is about 60 feet, 70 feet, and it's hitting the trunk. All right, and again, that's on low. This is with the good batteries, and hitting the tree in my front of the yard. So even on low, you're still hitting that tree in the distance there, and a couple of houses over. Not super bright, but I could see if somebody was there. All right, and that's on low, and again, back on high, it'll easily hit that tree there, that corner tree right there. You can see hitting all the way in the distance, no problem. Hit the top of the tree there, piece of cake, lighting up everything. See the beam easily on the light there. Very powerful. This is with the better batteries, the better Panasonics. All right, so let's see what it does with the tree, if I can do it without aggravating my neighbors. The bushes are tall because it grew a lot, and I haven't had a chance to trim them. But I think you can see it, yes, right in between the two trees there. Not that one, not that one, right there. That top of that tree is the front of the block behind me. So probably 160 feet to the tree itself, maybe 190 feet, 180, 190 to the top of it. All right, right there in the middle. All right, so easily hitting it, no problem. Again, it's like a searchlight, this thing. It's listed at 680 lumens. It's probably about right. Actual 680 out the front lumens, or close to it. This thing is really, really kicking butt. I mean, the only other light that lights up, the spill light. I mean, look at the spill. That's the spill hitting the fence. The only other light that does it like that is the triple XML. And this is just a single XML on this light. Really fantastic. And there's the red light in the back shining very brightly. So you can see that there. You can see how nice that is. All right. Okay, so let's put this on low a minute. Let me get my key ghost out here. Wherever pocket I put it in. There it is. All right. So let's just do a key ghost. Turn that on. Make sure it's on high. Okay. Let me see if I can get organized here and hold everything together so we can see it. All right. The key ghost is currently on now. I'm going to turn off the headlamp. I just put a fresh battery in the key ghost, so we have no problem. Again, you can see the power of this beam and the light. Well, its spill is lighting up as well. Probably putting out 700 out the front lumens on this thing. Beam easily reaches well over 1,000 feet on this key ghost. I've taken it out to the preserve. I've checked the distances on the map, and it easily reaches well over 1,000 feet. Right to the end of the one side of the lake to the other, and it would go even further than that if I had a longer distance to work with. Probably up to 1,500 feet it would reach. All right, and so let's see it hitting the tree there. All right, with the new battery, it's looking good. Tree in the middle, and a different colored area between those two trees. Turn on the headlamp, and we'll see the headlamp hitting it as well. So there's the headlamp. hitting it, and that's the key ghost. The headlamp is over here now to the right. So there's the headlamp, and there's the key ghost hitting it. The key ghost is a little bit different color, a little bit cooler white, so it may actually almost appear to be a little brighter. But the reflector is perfectly smooth. It's a really well-designed reflector on this headlamp. Headlamp is on the right now, the key ghost is on the left. So because of that, it actually is putting out a more intense beam right in the middle. And it does have a new battery in the key ghost, whereas the headlamp is down a little bit probably, even though I do have the better Panasonics in it. So here they are, key ghost on the left again, the headlamp on the right, shining them around my usual spots, both hitting the tree. You know, if one is not brighter than the other, then they're pretty much identical, but to my eye, the headlamp on the right looks like it's just a little brighter. Again, probably maybe because it's a better focus on the reflector. I'm not sure. They're about the same exact size in terms of the reflectors. All right, so let's go down here. Let's check it out. The edge of the yard, about 75 feet away. All right, so again, the key ghost on the left and the headlamp are pretty much, you know, almost the same size spot, and both hitting the tree there. So definitely, as I said, the key ghost is the only light I have other than the triple XML that's even comparable to this thing. So if you're looking to have a headlamp, turn the headlamp off. It's just the key ghost. If you're looking to have a headlamp that's as bright as the key ghost, these would be it. And there are a couple on Deal Extreme even brighter than this. They actually are. And let's see, here we are with the headlamp itself. Just hitting the end. And you can see, again, just cranking out the light. You see the beam right there, coming right out the front of it. Such an intense, actually I don't even see that with the naked eye, just barely. It's showing up better on the camera, the beam. Let's go down here. Some of these maybe will get a little bit finicky at this end. Sometimes they come out early in the morning even. It's like 4 a.m. right now. I'm doing these beam shots. So let's go down to this end. And we can shine it down here without as much of a concern. Alright, so let's put it back on high. And there we go. So if you've seen my review on the triple XML, you'll kind of recognize this angle. And it gives you a good way to compare. The trees are hanging low here. Again, I got to cut all this. Go back here to the fence. So this is just with the headlamp now. Really, again, cranking out the light nicely all the way to the end. So you can imagine if you're riding a bike in a pitch black area, this thing alone is more than enough light. But if you have a good bike light, like one of the ones I did in my review, then you'd be pretty much turn night into day. Alright, so let me turn on the key ghost again. I have to switch hands and get everything situated here. Okay, now the key ghost is on. Make sure that's centered and organized. There's the key ghost, and there's the bike lamp. The headlamp. Okay, so just the key ghost. Shine that around the same area so you can kind of compare. See, the key ghost is definitely powerful and bright. No problem there. But once you turn on that headlamp, I think you can see the spill light is just so bright, and the beam itself, it does. I would say that the headlamp is actually brighter than the key ghost even, in terms of just actual output and the way the aluminum reflector is just perfectly smooth, and the glass lens on this is so clear I can't even see it with the naked eye. It looks like there's nothing there at all, and I've never seen that on any of these lenses, on any light that I've bought. The anti-reflecting on it, I guess, is just so good that you just can't even see it. All right, so again, the key ghost is on the left and the headlamp is on the right. So there's the headlamp hitting the end, and there's the key ghost and the headlamp and the key ghost. And I think even the camera, you can see that it's hitting the end a little bit better than the key ghost even. Those trees there, Just lighting up a larger area with more lumens and brightness. All right, and then it's hitting the tree there, which is very close. All right, so it's pretty much all we can do. Let's see if I can put that tree there without aggravating any neighbors. All right, that tree way in the distance there, that's a good 200 feet. And again, the key goes on the left, the headlamp on the right. Looks like it's lighting it up about the exact same. It looks like one light, but it's actually two. So these are pretty much identical, and one might be a little brighter than the other. I think the headlamp is a little more effective beam just because of the design, etc. All right, but just phenomenal. So, as mentioned, if you're looking for a really good headlamp, one that is going to give you that tremendous brightness, you got a dual LEDs. This headlamp would be a fantastic choice. If you're like me and you like the ones that have the, not dual LEDs, well it has dual LEDs, but I meant the dual 18650s that it holds in the back of the pack, and it's not heavy at all. The heavy light in the front, the batteries in the back make it nicely balanced. It's very comfortable on the head. This would be a great choice. You know, you don't have to spend $40 or $50 even anymore. This light was $19, and probably in a year it'll be down to $12 because there'll be so much more bright. There'll be actually ones putting out a real 1,000 lumens out and more. But this is more than bright enough. I mean, I drive in areas that are absolutely pitch black, forest-like, and you see the moon coming out there, full moon. So that's a really cool shot. Look at that, pretty cool. There's the light headlamp. I drive in the absolute pitch black forest, overhanging trees, so you're not getting any moonlight or starlight. And I have yet to test this light, but I can just imagine what it's going to do. Even my bike headlight, as I showed in my video, is more than bright enough. And with the addition of this light, absolutely fantastic. I'm still shocked at the power of this thing. That beam is just phenomenal. Incredibly bright, perfect laser-like focus, and it's like really nice crisp lines on it. Definitely you can see how nice and crisp the lines are. Perfectly, almost no artifacts in the edges whatsoever. So they did a real nice job on this one. Very well manufactured. All right, so I've done enough rambling on about it, and hope you enjoyed. And we'll do one last end with a cool shot of the moon. Let's go behind the clouds now a little bit. There we go.